Oh, it's the end of the week again, guys. Welcome back to the wrap up, Talking to the Medias with Chris and Amanda. And we're gonna just start this. We're gonna start the week. We're gonna end the week off, hopefully on a good note. So I'm gonna just say Happy Friday to you, Amanda. What is up? What's going on out there?
Happy Friday. We're starting the show, ending the week. It's hard to keep all that straight. I am good. It is raining in Florida, but I know that's nothing compared to what's happening in Texas. How are you?
You know, it is what it is. I mean, I haven't booked my trip to Cancun or anything like that. So I'm a soldier. I'm gonna soldier in. I had to throw that in there. You're a little bit
behind the times then. I thought all Texans were going to Cancun right now.
Exactly. I said, oh wow, Ted's getting everybody out of Texas for a vacation. I was like, oh no, that's just for him. Okay.
I saw the best one though. I saw the best meme today for that, and it was, whenever a white person goes on vacation to the tropics, they always come back with their hair cornrowed, and it was a picture of Ted Cruz, and he had the hair done, and it was like, no, I haven't been in Cancun.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait a minute, we're not buying it. We see the hair, you have the hair done, you were on an island somewhere.
Exactly. We'll get into that next. That's gonna be our we're gonna definitely go over Ted Cruz and talk about how the people have responded on the comment section later on. But you have there was a story that you came across.
Well, I'm a little bit sensitive about being called old these days because I am thoroughly, have a strong foot in my 30s at this point, so I'm a little bit sensitive. And I saw an article the other day that said that pretty much emojis in general were kind of going out of style, which I still love emojis, so I was a little bit upset. And then it said that one specific emoji, the crying laughing emoji, is like absolute no-go.
Yeah,
and I was a little bit upset about that. Yeah, it said, sorry millennials, the crying face emoji isn't cool anymore. First of all, says who? What? I use that all the time. Do you use it?
I'm crying. Yeah, because I'm crying laughing. No, I think I use the laughing one a lot, but I don't use the crying laughing one too much because I'm
maybe
cool.
I am old then. I don't.
I mean, I'm 41, so I mean, I'm just.
I'm an old soul, I guess. Well, it said, so this was on CNN, and it said, bad news for people who frequently use the crying face emoji. It is no longer cool.
And you know it's bad when CNN tells you that you're played out.
I know. It really was upsetting to me. I was like, dang. The article said, in recent weeks, two internet-savvy generations have been clashing in videos and comments on TikTok over the hallmarks of millennial culture. And they said, most painful of all, the popular crying, laughing emoji that some millennials, myself included, use hundreds of times a day. I use it a lot. Like whenever, I feel like if somebody sends you something funny, but it's not something that's really worth a typed out response, that's my go-to. So I guess I'm washed up.
I can understand, I guess, that the emojis itself are getting overused. I guess, but what's gonna replace it? I mean, now that even on TikTok now, whenever there's a trending hashtag, they put a cool like a emoji. Like maybe I'm just dating myself. They put a cool new emoji at the end of it. So maybe that's what played it out because Twitter did.
Well, I mean, at least we're still cool enough to where we're not saying emoticon. Remember when people would say like that was like.
That reminds me of when the internet first was invented. People were trying to figure out what the @ symbol meant. It's like when that Today Show. What was that? That clip was that there was a talk show where they were trying to understand what email was. Is that you put your name and then that's that whatever that little A is. I think that's supposed to be @ and then like kids are like minds are blowing up like try.
Well, besides on the internet, when else was that like regularly used really?
Electronic mail? Oh yeah, it was it was never.
Well, I mean the @ sign. When were we ever using that in regular life before the internet?
And I think it's called, I forgot what its actual name is.
Yeah, I forget what it
is it a schwa? Is it a schwa or something? Like I'm only basing this on an episode of The Simpsons that I saw.
Oh, see, I know that the and symbol is an ampersand, but I don't know what
ampersand. Yeah,
but that's for the
like, and. Yeah, that's that fancy French and, ain't it?
Yeah, but I don't know what the @ symbol's real. I don't know what its government name is.
Yeah, Toby. It's That's what it is.
T-Dog in the streets. Don't worry about it.
But I don't know. I don't know. I guess, I mean, usually it's back in the day. I remember when Kanye West was talking about hip hop, like it would be something like that, something that black people have been doing for years, and then one year when the rest of the world thinks it's cool and start using it, that's when black folks don't want to use it no more.
Yeah, I know. I feel like we were talking about before we started recording. It kind of feels like Facebook, how it was really cool until your mom joined, and then like the young people were like, "We're out of here. We're
going
done."
to Twitter, and then when your mom is on Twitter, we're going to Snapchat.
Right.
We have,
and when she's on there, then
old folks haven't really figured out Snapchat yet. And but before old folks like us started taking over Snapchat, they quickly went to TikTok. So the kids are getting better at getting ahead of the curve.
Snapchat, because I'll forget what was sent by the time someone replies. I'm like, I don't even know what you're responding to at this point.
T3 Medias has a Snapchat. I don't use it at all. I activated it just to capture the name. I just haven't messed with it. I had to admit it. And it's funny because I know TikTok is something that came after Snapchat, but it's based on the same things from like Vine and Instagram and stuff. So that was easy to catch on. Yeah. Snapchat is is officially the first and only app that I'm like, nope, not going to try to figure that one out.
It doesn't make any sense to me. It really, like, I don't know. I don't need anything disappearing in my life. So.
From what I understand, it's a way to people to send like messed up messages and it deletes forever. But that's what they tell you.
That's what they tell you, but people can still take screenshots and all that kind of stuff.
Exactly. People still take screenshots of things, and then you don't know what the Snapchat people are doing. They probably are holding on to all of that.
Oh my gosh,
evidence.
If Snapchat ever got like hacked and all of their archives got released, I feel like almost everyone in America would have a nude leaked if that happened.
Everybody in America would have a joint lawsuit. You said that was going to be deleted. Exactly. Like, you sent what to our neighbor?
Private.
Exactly. Like what was that website that got hacked? That all those affairs and stuff.
So the Madison. Was it
Madison? Ashley Madison. Don't be pretending let's not pretend like we don't know the website.
Well, I get that one. I knew it was like two first names, but then there's like a hair brand, like a hair dye company that has a similar name too. So I wasn't sure which one was which. But yeah, Ashley Madison was where all the cheaters were, and their books got leaked. A lot of like judges and Congress people and stuff. Nothing is a secret on the internet, and if you don't know that by now, then you get what you get. The government. That's one of those things where the government will quickly, when it's something that can harm a grown man in the Senate or the Congress or the government. Mm-hmm. Then you will learn how fast our government can activate and make something happen when they want to shut something down. What a mess. I know. It's like you're living your life and you find out your partner's on Ashley Madison and you're like, dang it, we're supposed to go to Cancun tomorrow. Like, exactly. Yeah. Not now, Ted. You're in the doghouse. Yeah, exactly. So if now just I hope that the emojis thing, going back to what we were talking about, I hope that the emojis thing doesn't get played out, because there's still some funny stuff that like the eggplant emoji. I have yet to use that, in a dirty joke to my wife yet. So I'm still planning on using that. You better use it before it goes out of, it might get taken off the App Store. You never know these days. Things are getting canceled all the time. So use it while you can is what I'm saying. Use it before you lose it. But I guess just let us know what you guys think. Okay, so you guys at home, okay, is it played out? Are emojis like just dead now? Is it or are you like our age and you're like, I don't know what you're talking about, Yeah, if you have to pull out your good reading glasses to even see this show, then you might be on the same old level as us. I still use the poop emoji. Yeah, I know that. That's my favorite one. Exactly. The brown ice cream scoop guy. Like, no, that's the poop emoji, sir. No. Let us know what you guys think, and maybe we'll talk about it some more on We Got Your Mail. Okay, so real quick, let's get into the comment section real quick, because earlier we were talking about Senator Ted Cruz over here, because I'm from Texas. I'm going through a little bit over here. We had our power shut off. Our water where I'm living hasn't frozen up yet. My neighbor across the street, her pipes burst. It was like a geyser on the side of her house. I just so happened to be looking out the window when it happened, and I just saw all this water flowing from the side out of her house. I've never met the lady before, so I had to run over there, knock on the door,
And so it was an older lady, and looked. I mean, from the situation, the way she kind of slowly opened the door, I thought she already had the numbers 9 and 1 already pressed on her phone. The way she looked at me, and I was like, "Ma'am,
like, yeah,
there's
has the looting started? What's going on?"
Yeah, exactly. They're coming for me. But she's like, I was like, "Ma'am, there's like a geyser on the side of your house. Your sprinkler system pipe burst." And before the freeze came, that's happened to me before at another rental that I used to have. So I didn't want that to happen to me this time. So I looked on YouTube on how to release the pressure in the sprinkler so it doesn't freeze. And I guess she didn't. I told her that it was happening. She was like, "Oh man, I knew that's what that sound was." She's like, "I told my lawn guy."
I wonder how long it's been happening.
I honestly think the timing was perfect. I think it might have been a minute before I looked out the window, because there was a lot of water flowing from what I could tell where it was flowing down the street. It could have been like 5 minutes. And she said something like, my gardener or the guy who does my lawn told me he did that, but I guess he didn't. So I had to let that water hit. It was cold as hell. The water was splashing down on me. I had to put my sleeve up and kind of like fight through it.
My gosh.
And turn off the valve for her. So
you're a good neighbor.
Yeah. I was too cold. I wasn't going to exchange niceties or like, "Thank you, you're welcome." No, I turned it off and ran straight to the house. I'm like, "All right, gotta go."
Dang.
Yeah, good luck,
that was your
lady.
public service for the month, I think.
I was too paranoid to stay out there for too long. And all of a sudden the police show up. "This guy burst my pipes and he..." Nah.
Yeah, you don't need to be on Good Morning America on Monday morning.
Let me stop being so paranoid. I won't say that. So she seemed like a sweet lady. I was just happy that I caught it in time. But yeah, some of us can't escape. Unlike some people who are out there.
Well, did they ever figure out who leaked the text message from his wife?
No, I didn't even hear about that. You said there was oh yeah. No, yes.
Yeah,
I did
somebody
hear
had
about
leaked
that.
a group chat because his wife was asking, "Hey, can anybody get away for a few days or a week? We're thinking about going to Cancun."
They were in group text messages with friends and stuff. I mean, this takes me back to an old joke from I don't know if you remember Def Comedy Jam back in the day, and when they used to say that white folks would always when they go on vacation they tell the whole neighborhood. I don't know if you can confirm this or not. Like, "We're going to Europe."
Yeah, they tell. Yeah, everybody knows that. Yeah,
Black folks, we sneak off the block. We don't tell 4:00 in the morning. We just
Hey, have you seen the Williams this week? No, I haven't seen it.
No, we're gone. We don't tell anybody that we're going anywhere. But they were in a group chat with their friends and some of their family. "Does anybody want to come with us? We're going to Cancun, trying to get away for the week," and blah blah blah. And then somebody in that group who
they
that's
took
who
some
leaked
screenshots and sent them out to the press.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, Ted Cruz, even though he was able to squeak out a win last time and everything, even a lot of his followers. I mean, when it comes to an election, if it's Ted Cruz versus the opposition, I mean they're gonna swarm around him and support him. But in reality, nobody likes Ted Cruz.
He's so unlikable, and you know what? The comments section, I saw people were going after him because apparently they let the whole family, him, the wife, and the kids went to Mexico and they left the dog in the house.
What?
With no power. I don't know if that's true, but I saw people coming for him on Twitter because of that, because they said that I don't know what proof they had that the dog was left alone, but somebody said that they left their poodle at home alone with no power while they were in Mexico.
So Ted Cruz is, and I know you haven't seen it yet, Ted Cruz is actually Agatha Harkness from WandaVision with what just happened last. So Ted Cruz killed the dog. So that's what's going on with that. So,
I don't think the dog died, but I think that people were really upset that they left them alone with.
That dog is dead inside.
Oh.
I've got to live here with Ted Cruz.
Yeah, it might not physically be dead, but based on what it's had to go through, it's dead on the inside for sure.
That dog is all. Yeah, we're gonna see a silhouette, a dark outline on a news reporter. This person wanted to remain anonymous. It's this damn dog.
And it's the dog. Yeah, it's the poodle.
But in the comment section, so
after dinner.
Yeah, but in this on the comment section of the tweet that came out on, what is this, KVUE ABC News, they tweeted out that Ted Cruz has returned to Houston from his short trip in Cancun after like multiple excuses of why he was going. At first it was just to get my family out there, and then it was because he threw his daughters under the bus. They really wanted to go to Cancun. So I wanted to escort them as if their moms couldn't escort them. Why did you have to go too? I know some people were making fun of it because it was ironic that the guy who was all for the border wall to keep Mexicans who were fleeing from harsh living conditions in Mexico trying to come to America, he then jumps over the border on the plane to escape harsh conditions here in Texas. And
everybody was comparing him to the bad guy in Titanic that got on the women and children's
I saw that meme.
Yeah.
I have a child.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, everybody's saying that was Ted going to Mexico.
Because he does it all the time. I think he did that when he ran for president. If something happened and he threw his family under the bus, he always does that. He's that guy that will always remind you that he has a black friend when he says something racist. He's that guy who, if he had an affair and got caught, he would force his wife like to stand next to him and that stand by your man. He's that guy that if he says something sexist, he'd be like, I should have known better because I have a daughter, I have a wife. Don't use your family as shields.
No, he is a special kind of creepo, and the places this is what I don't get. The places they were supposed to be going to, the Ritz-Carlton in Cancun, like the dinners were over, every single dinner on the menu was over $100 supposedly, but yet they flew commercial to Mexico. If you had all that money to be spending hundreds of dollars at dinner, fly on a private jet and nobody would have known where you went, stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I mean, if you're going to be a scoundrel, at least be smart about it.
Ted ain't smart enough to.
No, exactly.
Ted, he probably has $1 million in the bank, and he does seem like the type of dude that'll be like a penny pincher and save and be
you know
cheap.
what? He looks like the kind of guy who would eat the entire steak and then be like, "This was terrible. I don't want this on the bill."
Yeah, I want to.
Yeah,
he'll out Karen the Karens.
Yes, he is like a dude Karen. That's what he reminds me of.
Did you see that one of his many excuse interviews where I hate it when he's on the spot and he's trying to excuse himself out of it, because his mannerisms are always the same. He does that look away thing, like, well, we just wanted to go on to take the kids and get them out of here because they really wanted to, like, he's like trying to buffer and really think of his bullshit. Yeah, he's trying to think
of, like, let me put on this straight face while I lie through my teeth, like.
Yeah. Liars, they say that liars look up and to the left or to the right to like access that part of the brain where you have to lie. He doesn't just look to the left. His whole body shifts to lie.
Yeah, he just turns all the way around.
Exactly, like his Trump is right there. What do I say now, Donald? Okay.
Right, yeah, he's trying to read the teleprompter in his mind. Like, what do I say now?
They like his assistants like behind him with that yellow
the cue
board.
Cards. Yeah.
Yes, stick to the fucking script. But to
the people who are in charge of the country, so things are going great.
I mean, I'm telling you, they'll support him unless he's primary. They'll support him when it's him against the opposition. But in reality, even Republicans don't like Ted Cruz.
That is cold. I mean, for lack of a better term, very cold-blooded to just be like, all right, well, this isn't going so well. Let me hit the tropics real quick while you guys do whatever you're doing.
He's like I don't know. He's like the Rick James versus Charlie Murphy, and he's like the way Dave Chappelle's version of Rick James was in the Senate. That's what he is like. He comes out of nowhere, Mitch McConnell, and just punch him in the face and forget about it. Like it just seems like that kind of dude.
There's just like this crew, and I feel like him, Marco Rubio, who is from Florida, my state. Like there's just like a crew of them that are just. They're dastardly, but not cunning. Like they're not smart guys, and I don't really even know how they got to the level that they're at. But somehow things just keep falling into place for them. I don't know.
Yeah, they just keep failing upward. I don't know how they do it. Just failing upward. He lost a lot of Texans' respect. I mean, even Republicans. I mean, like straight up, when he ran for president, Donald Trump insulted his wife, insulted his dad,
his
and
wife
he still
after them.
and still kid. I mean, he would have gotten, of course, you know, with the whole cult of personality thing, he would have gotten shellacked for totally going against Donald, but he would have still had respect because
I don't even know what his wife looks like, but she's the one that was texting everybody that it got leaked, and maybe the people just didn't want to go to Cancun with the ugly wife. Isn't that what Trump said? He had an ugly wife.
Yeah, that he had. That like look at his wife in comparison to Melania.
If Melania would have invited him, they would have gone.
Yeah, exactly. Probably. I don't know. I mean, Sophie's choice. Who do you want to vacation? Who do you want to go to Cancun with, Trump or Jed? That's a question. That's the question you guys should answer. Who do you like more?
One of those horrible like fuck, marry, kills. Like what?
It's like no.
Who do you want to be stuck in Cancun with?
It's like instead of fuck, marry, kill. It seems like it's just kill or put in a coma. Which one? Which one?
And it's just all the Republican like GOP leaders. Oh my.
There is no wrong answer when it comes to who would you rather put in a coma and who would you rather have eliminated. But you didn't hear that from he's it's not illegal. We're not endorsing harming anyone here.
We're not condoning anything. We're not
this is jokes.
Yeah, it's all for fun.
But in the comment section though, they it was like, okay, so at DT if I'm saying this right, DTE Flawn #1 says it's funny how shit comes back around. Ted never failed to be a huge disappointment. Now saying he had planned to stay in Cancun until Sunday. So that theory about just dropping off the daughters just ain't holding up. Then he's using the crying laughing emoji. 7 times.
Hey, I'm with him in solidarity.
Yeah. And Ted lying so much he can't remember the lie. Yeah, he went back and forth on it a couple times between I was just going to go for a day but the original ticket or the boarding pass, I think it said that he was going to be there from Thursday or Wednesday to Sunday. It was like a 5-day vacation. So the paperwork doesn't lie. At Lolo1Wolf said he needs a police escort ? Where's Heidi? Is Heidi his wife's name?
I don't know. Actually, I think it is. He
said, "Where's Heidi?" I think she stayed. I think her and the kids stayed behind in Cancun. They're like, you know,
they don't want to fly back with him. Yeah, because they know that the cameras are waiting for them to get back, so they didn't want to fly with him. They're like, "We'll catch the next flight, babe. Don't worry." When he was running for president and he was talking with his daughter and he tried to give her a kiss on the cheek and she jerked away, that explained a lot. I think they love him. They just don't like him like that. He looks like he's made out of clay. I don't know. There's something weird about his skin. He looks like he's like, I don't know. Yeah,
it's like that beard is trying to fight through it. It's weird.
Yeah.
But let's see. At Zombie Cake, it says we don't believe him, and hopefully outvotes will reflect I'm sure you meant to say our votes will reflect that. We won't forget. A lot of those don't forget tweets are coming out under this one. I can't see where the ad is for this person. The Terradiddle Life of I can't even. Okay, at Orlogs2 Verdity or what? I don't know if I'm saying that right. Whether true or not, he rectified his error and went back to Texas. This is somebody who's trying to support it. He rectified. No, that's not rectifying it. That's just cutting your vacation plan short.
If somebody hadn't caught video of him in the airport, he would have never been like, hey guys, I'm in Cancun. He would have never broadcast that information. He didn't want it out there, and he only came back because he got caught. You're not sorry for what you did. You're sorry you got caught. Classic.
That's a classic situation. And then somebody else said the exact same thing. Zombie Cake replied to it. No, he continued his display of weakness and ran home with his tail tucked. He'll excuse himself with the press coverage. We see it. And then she goes back and says, no, he made a mistake, took immediate steps to correct. I wouldn't call weakness. In addition, he might have planned his vacation with his family at least a month ago. I usually book my trip. No. See, that's when you're putting words in their mouth trying to excuse them.
I know. People who go so hard for politicians. I'm like, wait a minute, they work for you. You're not their PR rep. What are you?
Exactly.
People always look like clowns when they go so hard for politicians.
I saw that recently where people were like, where are all the Biden fans at? Y'all aren't getting on social media and supporting your guy as much as we supported our guy. Where are the Biden fans? And somebody broke into that. This was on TikTok, and they broke into that video and it was like, because we don't celebrity worship our politicians. We're his voters. He works for us. We're not his damn fans. Okay. Yeah. And she was like, that's why I think you guys are in a cult, because you're treating these people as if, I mean, everybody's all talking about how Obama was treated like a rock. A fan club, yeah. Like they're saying that Obama was treated like a rock star and stuff. Yeah, he got up there to a rock star personality, but look what happened after he was no longer president. They moved on. They went behind Hillary. They went behind Biden. We moved on. We're not constantly going. This snow is falling. I wish Obama would come out and help me shovel this stuff. Like, nobody's worried about what Obama's doing right now. Nobody cares. Like that. If your politician needs you to constantly praise them, there's something wrong with that. And I just feel like Ted Cruz is always asking his daughters to throw an extra prayer when they're saying grace. Like, don't forget dear old dad. I just feel like Ted's one of those guys. Don't forget to throw dad in there, kids.
Since you got the big man's ear,
make sure everyone get one for Ted Cruz. But let me do a couple more real quick, and then we move on to the get some of that advice going on for the Keeping It Trill segment. Wait a minute. Maybe I can. Let me see if I can get this to play. No, I can't. Okay, I can't do it. Let me move on to the next one. So, at KVUE says, so if Ted Cruz went to Cancun to just accompany his family and plans to fly back immediately, why did he take luggage? And then it shows him with the luggage. I don't know if you can see that, but it shows. It shows him like walking around with a big ass bag. So if Ted Cruz was just planning on going for just one day, why did he take this big ass bag with all his face creams?
It take two parents to accompany children on a flight. Like, I could understand if they were unaccompanied minors, but the wife was going too, so that doesn't even make any sense.
It never makes sense. That's why people kept saying you're throwing your family under the bus again, Ted. Right. And somebody else replies again, yeah, I should say so on that the police escort dudes in deep doo-doo at home. By the way, notice wifey and daughter aren't back. If I were wifey, I'd wait while I barf thinking about it. I'd hire a lawyer and be done with the creep. He'll never resign, but one can hope and dream. I'm telling you, and I wouldn't be surprised if that was a Republican who said that, because I'm telling you, there's a lot of people from Texas who voted for Ted who just don't like him, but they vote for him because, they feel like, at least he'll vote in line with their, with their beliefs and everything. But as a person, no, they don't like him.
But I feel like the wives of these horrible men never leave them, because if they leave them, then that ruins his conservative image, and now he's a divorced man and he won't have the power that he has, and then she won't have what she has through him. So they just stick around with these creeps and just keep living the dream.
And that's the tradition, right? But I've noticed that there have been some politicians' wives who have started to break that whole stand by your man no matter what thing, even though with all the transgression. There's been, like, when Anthony Weiner, his wife, and I think
I was going to say, that's the only one that I can think of off the top of my head that something really hit the fan and she was like, I'm out, peace.
It was the umpteenth time with him secretly doing some stuff with underage girls on the internet and stuff. And it was like, you know what? No. I'm not gonna do that standby. She did it once, and I genuinely think because she really wanted to work it out, and everything. But then after it happened again, like no. I have more respect.
Well, okay.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, back in the origin of last names was usually like your trade, Baker, locksmith, whatever, goldsmith. So it just seems like there might've been something to it. You should have thought twice when you were marrying into a Wiener family that something might have gone. Like, I feel like you should have had the forethought to think this might not be kosher.
Yeah. But I was rooting for them because, for one, I forgot his ex-wife's name. I think she used to work for the Hillary, for Hillary and whatnot.
I think so too. Yeah, they were like really deep in, and he was like, they thought that he was going to run for president in a couple of years and all that when all that broke out. Like they were on the fast track to
they want a path.
Politicians, yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'm just because I'm a typical guy. I rooted for him because I was like, man, dude, don't be messing up your wife fine, dude. Don't be messing that up. Like that's what I was rooting for him to get his act together. I'm like, dude, you are messing up. That woman is fine. like stop.
But listen, it doesn't always matter because Beyonce got cheated on too. So
right, exactly. And they tell you, that's a saying out there about that. Like Halle Berry is usually an example. I love Halle Berry. If I could marry Halle Berry, and a person would go, you show me a man that something like, if you can show me a man who's desperate to or would love to sleep with Halle Berry, I can show you a guy who's already tired of sleeping with her or something. Like in a relationship, there's a guy who's probably already tired of being with her every day. If a guy's gonna be like that, or a woman, if a person's gonna cheat, they're gonna do it. The Keeping It Trill segment. This is our advice. I put this under the "We Got Your Mail" portion because for this channel, that's technically what it is. Whenever we get any questions that are brought into the show, we talk about it on "We Got Your Mail." But for this advice part of it, I usually put the "We Got Your Mail" stuff on Sunday, but for this, it's just it'll be on Fridays, and I'll segmentize it before Sunday. So whenever these come in, and whenever we do these type of advice types of segments, I'll post them immediately. So
okay,
that's what. So for. And since this is Amanda Wilson here, we're gonna call it Keeping It Trill because let's see what she does for this one. Okay, so Amanda, here we go. From now this I think was brought in before Valentine's, but there was a little issue that I was I couldn't put it on last week's show because we was going through some things over here. But so this is right after Valentine's Day, but I think this was submitted before Valentine's from an Adeline Belle, and Adeline says, okay. I was asked out by two men on Valentine's Day, and I am trying to figure out who to go with. One guy has a lot of money, and he is very successful, but kind of pretentious. So going out with him is a lot of energy, but he buys me nice things. Well, I know I'll get a really good Valentine's Day present coming from him if I go to dinner. On the other hand, the other guy that asked me out is a guy I work with. I always thought he was attractive, so that's not a problem. He's nice, we're friends, and he seems to have his stuff together. But I'm worried that if I go out with him, that if it doesn't work out, I'll have to see him every day at work. But also, if I turn him down, I'll have to see him every day and don't want to be awkward if I reject him. What should I do?
Ooh, okay. Well, honestly, my first reaction is to say neither one of them because the first guy, this is what my grandma
guy with
used
the
to
money.
always say. Yeah, the money bags. We'll call him money bags. My grandma used to always say, if you marry for money, you're going to earn every penny because you are working to be around someone that you don't care to be around just for finances. So pretty much it's a job at that point.
Right.
You're doing something for money. So, I mean, and if you really don't enjoy his company, then at that point, I don't know your situation, but you would just be weighing whether the monetary gifts and all that is worth the time and effort to be around someone you don't really like. And the guy at work, I mean, I know a lot of people have met people that they end up being with long-term through work. So I don't think that's the worst thing, but if you are having reservations about it, then maybe that's not the best thing for you either. Because it could get really messy and you would have to see them, if it goes really good for a while, then goes south, or if it just never gets off the ground, it could be awkward at work. So I don't know. I don't think that if you're not sure about it, I would just look otherwhere. There are a lot of guys out there and those aren't the only two options.
My advice, go to Cancun. Don't tell nobody.
Get Moneybags to fly you out to Cancun if he's not coming, and then all your problems are solved. You might meet Ted Cruz down there, taken from his wife. It could be a whole new life.
I wonder how many people would be like, just date both of them. Go out earlier that day with the guy from work, make it a brunch, And then
listen, this is something that I have never understood. If you're going to be a cheater, you really have to have some stamina. I don't have the energy to be running around talking to 5 different people all the time, be in 7 different places. Who has time for that?
you've never went on 2 dates on the same day?
No.
I'm trying to think if I've ever done that.
Listen, I mean, I have a boyfriend now, but even when I was single, people weren't knocking down the door to get dates that much where I had to schedule them in the same day. It was like, oh, I'm overwhelmed with dates. I guess we're gonna have to double book. Like, that was not a problem I ever had.
It's a conundrum though. It's like, this guy could fly me to Cancun, but the other guy could fire me.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that it's fine if you're not serious with either one of them. It's fine to date multiple people. If
Right.
no one thinks that they're the one and only, it's fine to go on, dates with other people to see who you like. That's what dating is. But I just.
Oh no! As I say, I'm sorry. It seems like you're in a situation where both of these guys are just trying to could possibly flaunt power. Like, the first guy is all like, maybe he's just like that. Maybe he just, like, when he likes a person, he just likes to spoil them and stuff. But it also could be looked at as he's just trying to show off his money. And he thinks that's the only reason why she'll like him. And then the other guy is all, if you get that vibe money, that he's gonna be weird around you at work, then what does that say about him? I mean, maybe but what if she's wrong on both accounts? What if both of these guys are just nice and it will be genuine and sweet about it, and it's all played out in her head? You don't know unless you try. But at the same time, I'm all about risk management. I agree with you.
Yeah.
If you feel like it's a risk, then it's possible that she might, in the moment, take something the wrong way and project something out, and like they might take it the wrong way, and she could manifest her worst case scenario by.
Well, what I was thinking about with the guy in the office is, I don't know how big or small of a company it is or how well she knows him through work, but I feel like you get kind of an idea of a person if you work with them for a long time. So if you know him during a 40-hour work week and you're still kind of not sure if you guys are really going to hit it off, then you probably are not going to hit it off. I feel like you would have if it was a good thing, I feel like you would have stronger feelings of it being a positive thing rather than wondering about it in the first place.
That almost seemed like it was a double meaning there. It's like, well, the first guy can buy me a yacht, but the second guy is like, how big is your company, if you know what I mean?
I don't know how many employees you have, but I'm just trying,
I don't care how many employees you've been with in the past, but how
is
big
this a publicly traded company? Like
how big is that office, if you follow me there?
Is it a corner office? I need details. I think that to me, I don't know what she ended up doing since Valentine's already passed, but I feel like neither one of them are jumping out as like, yeah, this is a great idea. I think there's something else better out there.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's just like you said, you can just lay it down, lay the line down right in the beginning. I'll go, but this is not we're not exclusive yet, kind of a thing. Don't always be upfront. Like when my daughter grows up, and if she ever wants to have a friend or a boyfriend or whatever want to come over to this house and anything, I'm gonna take some advice that I got from Steve Harvey. I'm gonna, in front of her, I will, because boys will try to, and girls too, will try to pull that whole mixed signals. We're just friends, or we're just talking. And I'm gonna test them out like this. If you can say what you guys are, when I'm dropping stuff, if you can tell me what you guys are in front of me, then it lets my daughter know, if she's being taken seriously. So I'll ask him right in front of her, what are you to my daughter? And now if he says we're just friends, then let it be. That's it. Then that's how he sees you.
Yeah.
But if he can't stand up and be like, I like her as I want to be her boyfriend. If he has the guts to say it in front of me, then I can say, okay, this guy, he's a serious
intentions are in the right spot.
guy.
Yeah.
Maybe he's more. But you know how guys are. We just talking. We just friends.
That is how in 2021 everyone is in a situationship and not a relationship, and that is how it goes right now.
Yeah. So if y'all just talking, If y'all are just talking, then y'all just, then let it be that casual thing. If it's no big deal, don't worry about it.
Yeah, if you're just talking, then everybody's free as a bird. But
yeah, but if they want to be serious, or if you want to be something, if you see something potential, if there's potential with anything. But I mean, look at how it was set up. I like this guy. He's got a lot of money, and the other guy, I like this guy, but he's my boss. I don't know. I don't know if that's what you're into. That's what you're into.
Yeah, it could be great, but I feel like the potential for it to be messy is so much higher than the potential for it to be awesome. So that's just
judge it based on the messy scale.
Yeah.
If the messy, how hot are they? Guys have a hot crazy scale. Women should have a hot messy scale.
Yeah, the vortex. Yeah, hot and crazy. Yeah.
So I guess so. If they stay within the safe zone, then I guess. But if one, I don't know. I don't know these. Like I said, we don't know these guys, so we don't know.
Well, since it's past Valentine's Day, I'm curious to know what Adeline ended up doing, if she wants to update us on that.
I'll follow up. I'll try to follow up with her, and I'll find out what she did, and we'll post it on the community tab here, or maybe I'll post it in the comment section below on this link, and I'll update you guys on it. Or if you guys really want to know what she did, then maybe we'll talk about it at the top of next week's show. But I know we're
invested in this now.
Right. But that was it. That's the advice. That's Amanda Wilson's advice for should I date the boss, or should I date the guy that can get the boss that can buy the boss's company from him. That's all that for the Keeping It Trill segment. I appreciate you helping me out again for this week's episode of the wrap up. For the week. So speaking of wrap up, what's your plans for the weekend? What you about to get into? What are you guys doing?
I have no idea. The weather has been terrible here. It's been raining every single day. So I am kind of just trying to stay inside as much as possible, catch up on some stuff around here. I don't know. What are you getting into?
Just buying some more supplies and going around neighborhoods, seeing whose pipes are bursting, so I can swoop in.
Listen, bring a poncho next time. Save yourself some trouble.
People are gonna accuse me of like creating these problems so I can come out.
Yeah, like the hero complex where you start fire so that you can put them out.
Exactly, so I can be on the news every day solving these problems. So I better just stay my butt inside the house and just mind my own business. That's what I'm gonna do.
Please stay safe over there. I know you and your neighbors are going through it.
Yeah, we are. But yeah, so far it's slowly getting better. They say that when now for people, if anybody that's in Texas now that might be watching this, now be warned. Like when this freeze, it's about to warm up in the next couple of days. That's when a new wave of problems could come in. They say once this ice and these pipes that are frozen, if your pipes have like frozen, then when it thaws, that can be another problem that can come out down the line. Breaks. Like be vigilant on all these things, because don't think just because it's getting warmer that's just going to make the problem go away. When these pipes freeze and then it thaws, that could be the actual cause of some of these old pipes bursting. So I just be vigilant out there, and guys, be careful out there. Be safe. We're still in a pandemic. Think about that too. And everybody out there in Texas, let's pull together, with or without Ted Cruz. All right, so that's the show. That's the wrap up the week. I appreciate it. Amanda Wilson, again, everybody, let us know where we can find you if we want to reach out to you directly.
I am online on Instagram and Twitter at Amanda AMANDUH_Wilson. I'm on Facebook, Amanda Wilson Comedy, and I did download TikTok, but I haven't put anything on there yet. I don't even know what my username is. Maybe the same Amanda Wilson. I don't know.
Maybe it'll say Amanda Wilson. Wait,
I think it's the same username, but I'm not. My friends send me videos on there that I check in messages, but that's as much as I've gotten into it because I'm scared that I'm going to get addicted to it. So I try not to open it that much.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get addicted to it.
I know. That's why I'm like, I don't even want to hit the crack pipe because I know I'm gonna get addicted.
I can already tell. Yeah, it's gonna happen. But and as for me, guys, you know me. That's Chris Fagan 1980. It's at Twitter and on Instagram. You can follow us at T3 Medias on all the social media as well. So send us questions, comments, concerns that you might want us to share on We Got Your Mail. If you want us to give a little advice if you want Amanda to help you out on the Keeping It Trill segment of the show, send it to us. Send us your stories, whatever it's about, love, family, whatever it is. Hell, we know a lot about a little and a little about a lot of things. So we will definitely get that out to you and share it with you and give our 2 cents, whatever it's worth. Appreciate you guys once again. I'm Chris Fagan again. I always want to say I'm so close to calling you Amy every time.
I know, it's okay. It's fine. I know. I would do the same thing, honestly.
I'm Chris. That's Amanda.
Amanda Wilson. Yeah.
We'll see you guys next week. Maybe, and we might see Amanda on the Wednesday's episode.
Yes, I might be back on Wednesday.
Yeah, hopefully. We'll stay tuned for that, guys. Till next time. Hey,
have a good weekend.
If you like what you saw, make sure to subscribe to the channel and please drop a like on this video. It really does help us. Also, don't forget you can turn on notifications so you don't miss a single review, react, why is that trending, or we got your mail.